Juan Mendez Scott's Pool Party. Chapter 4. Something dark and ominous. The June evening draped itself over the neighborhood with a soft, warm embrace. The air buzzed with the promise of summer and freedom, the heavy scent of chlorine mixing with the smoky sweetness of barbecue. My house was the epicenter of the night's festivity. Graduates partying hard, their laughter and shouts blending seamlessly with the thumping bass of rap music. The pool shimmered under the soft glow of lanterns strung up around the yard, reflecting the carefree chaos of the night. I leaned against the railing of the deck, my gaze fixed on Leona as she swam in the pool, her dark hair slicked back, glistening with water. She was a vision, and I couldn't tear my eyes away, even though Chris, her boyfriend and my supposed best friend, wasn't far off, lost in conversation with a group of our classmates. My heart pounded, the rhythm matching the beat of the music. Leona was stunning, every move she made sending ripples through the water and through me. My internal conflict churned like the water she disturbed. I wanted her, but I knew she was off limits. The problem was clear. How could I get her attention without crossing a line that would destroy my friendship with Chris? Ace, you joining us or just standing there drooling? It was Jake, one of my buddies, grinning like an idiot with a red Solo cup in his hand. I'm coming, I said, tearing my eyes away from Leona. Just taking it all in. Yeah, sure, Jake laughed. Taking it all in or just taking in Leona? Shut up, I muttered, but I couldn't help but smirk. Jake was right, but I wasn't about to admit it. I made my way to the pool, where the music seemed louder, the air thicker with humidity and the tang of sweat and chlorine. Leona climbed out of the water, her laughter like a melody that cut through the noise, and I saw my chance. Hey, Leona, I said, trying to sound casual. Having fun? She smiled, a small, guarded smile. Yeah, Ace, your pool is so nice. A lot of fun for a party. Thanks. Took some convincing to get my folks to let us use it while they're out of town for the weekend. I looked at her, my heart racing. You look great, by the way. Thanks, she said, her eyes darting towards Chris, who was still deep in conversation. I should probably get back to Chris. Nice talking to you. Wait, Leona, I said, stepping closer. Can we talk for a second? She hesitated, then nodded. We moved away from the crowd, towards the quieter corner of the yard. What's up, Ace? Leona, I know this might be out of nowhere, but I really like you, right? Been thinking about you for a while now. She looked stunned, then shook her head. Ace, you been drinking? You know I'm with Chris. He's your friend. This isn't right. I don't cheat on him like that anyway. I know, I said, frustration and longing boiling inside me. But I can't help how I feel. Can't we just? No. She cut me off, her voice firm. I love Chris. I don't cheat on him like that anyway. I'm sorry, Ace. I don't get down like that. The rejection stung, but I nodded, trying to keep my expression neutral. No, I get it. Just thought you should know where I was coming from. That's all. And Jenna is one of my best friends. I wouldn't do her like that anyway. She walked away, back to Chris, and I stood there, feeling the weight of my own stupidity. Jake appeared by my side, his grin replaced by a sympathetic look. Didn't go well, huh? I shook my head. Get the fuck out of here, Jake. Just don't say nothing to Chris. All right? You shouldn't be doing that shit behind his back anyway. You gonna be okay, though? Yeah, I'll be all right. I'm ready to get back to the party. The night wore on, the atmosphere growing more frenetic as the drinks flowed and the music pulsed. I tried to lose myself in the crowd, but my mind kept drifting back to Leona, her rejection, and the way she looked at Chris. Suddenly, a scream pierced the night, cutting through the music and laughter. Everyone froze, and I turned towards the sound, my heart leaping into my throat. It was coming from the direction of the pool. What the hell is going on? Jake muttered, and we rushed towards the commotion. Leona was standing by the edge of the pool, her face in horror, her eyes wide with terror. Chris was in the water, thrashing, gasping for breath. He's drowning, Leona screamed. Without thinking, I dove into the pool, the cold water shocking my system. I swam towards Chris, my arms slicing through the water. When I reached him, he was barely conscious, his movements sluggish. I grabbed him, pulling him towards the edge where Jake and a few others helped lift him out. Chris coughed, water spewing from his mouth as he struggled to breathe. Leona knelt beside him, tears streaming down her face. "Oh my God, Chris. Baby, you okay?" He nodded weakly, looking up at me with gratitude. "Yeah, I pulled a muscle in my damn leg. Thanks, man. You saved my life out here." I nodded, my heart pounding, not just from the exertion but from the realization that things could have gone so differently. The party's atmosphere had shifted from carefree to tense in an instant, a stark reminder of how quickly everything could change. As some of the crowd began to disperse to other graduation parties and some stayed to party the rest of the night away, I couldn't shake the feeling that this night would be a turning point. Not just for Chris and Leona, but for me as well. Something dark and ominous had crept into our celebration, casting a shadow over our future. The doubt gnawed at me, and I knew that this was just the beginning of a much larger, more dangerous game.